94.3 Radio 1, a very good morning to you. Well, something is special coming up. In fact, a Riot Act Volume 1. It is a high energy hard rock and heavy metal festival, and it's curated by the Skrat Crew at a Kovalam. And it has a powerful lineup of 5 bands. It has Skrat, it has Chaos, it has Mangas, it has Steph Vatz, and of course, with us, the one and only Gowllii. Good morning.
Gowwli, man. Good morning, sir. What's happening?
I'm good. I'm reading over here that Gowllii is an experimental folk rock band based out of Auroville.
Yes.
So start with
Yes.
that. How is Auroville? And out here in the city, we find it very mysterious, right? Auroville, it's a world of its own. So how is making music in Auroville like? Tell us a little bit about your journey, how you began.
We also find it quite mysterious. We live on the suburbs of Auroville. We have a space called House of Gowli. So my brother moved in back there 8 years before, my younger brother, who's a vocalist of the band. And he's been there. And I came to Auroville 3 years before, and we spoke with each other, and we were like, let's start a band. And so the things kicked off from there. And Auroville, even though the place is an experimental space, basically people from around the world comes and live there in name of art, learning something new. There is always something new happening there, and so for a band it's a great place. It's a forest, but at the same time we have that how do you say, we can practice at 10 o'clock in the night. That's one thing, one prestigious thing that we have, and we get to meet people from different walks of life coming there. 3 weeks before, we met the sound engineer of Harihar over there, and he mixed for us for a live act. So meeting people like that, meeting musicians like that, and sharing ideas, exchanging ideas, that's a great thing. So Auroville, yeah, it's a blessing to be there, and it has its pros and cons. But I think for the band, the Auroville has been very helpful, and it's very close to Chennai, also like 2 hours away. So we are also connected to Chennai. So
Right.
it's a great place. Yes.
Tell us about the name. How did the name come up? What does it mean?
No, Gowli literally means lizards, basically. The lizards, the gecko. So me and my brother, we had a fascination for these lizards and their way of their style and their textures. And the one thing that attracted us was when they get into trouble, they cut their tail.
Yeah.
So, and they've been around for a very long time. They are like the masters of survival. So we also thought we are also like that. And anywhere we go, we survive, we adapt. At the same time, we cut our tail at certain walks of life and grow it again and again. So the name kind of suited. And then there is this whole concept of regeneration, rebirth, reincarnation, the whole concept that is also eating your own tail. As we grow, as we practice music, I think most of the artists relate to it. The more we practice music, the more we learn about our human, or the more we learn about us. So art helps you to grow better as a human being. That's a kind of regeneration. So yeah, Gowli, let's go Gowli. So the name was apt for us. I think it was made for us.
Perfect. What a beautiful story. Tell me about the band. There are four of you guys, right? 4 members in the band.
For actually, it's five. Actually, it's five because there is this one hidden person, the manager of the band. He's the one who takes care of us. He also live with us basically. So the band had one thing. So the band was formed by my brother basically. He used to have like this one drummer, and they used to play inside Auroville as cover, like just fooling around in Auroville. So when I came into the picture, we initially started out as a 3-piece band. That time we only used to play in Auroville, but with cover songs. But things got serious when our guitarist joined the band, and we were like, okay, what we'll do is we'll start writing our own songs. Let's not do cover songs anymore. That's where things got serious. And our manager, I knew him from Goa for a very long time. So he left his job and everything, and he came to Auroville. And he have never managed a band or anything before, but he was in the corporate scene. So I asked him, do you want to manage the band? And he was like, okay, I haven't done it before, but let me try. And then he came into the picture. So slowly people were slowly coming in and contributing, and around us a group of people formed who really loved our music and started supporting us to record one single track. Like that, slowly it took shape in years. It's almost 3 years now we are in this format. So it took some years for us to build into this form. So the band have yes, let's say four on stage, and but in reality five. And I think there is a big tribe we have around us, which
Yes.
normally people don't see. But we call them the real Gowlis. We are just representing them. Gowli have performed in interesting places. Like, so one of the most interesting place we have played is Kadalur Central Jail. We did an amazing show, and it was a very liberating moment for us. It was the first show of the year, and we had a great time there. And wherever we go, like for example, when we travel to any place, we just don't go for one show. We keep looking around, like, is there any places we can do? Last time we came to Himachal, we came for one show, but we ended up staying here or almost 2 months, and we did 8 shows here. So we were
Wow.
climbing hills, like with the backpacks and stuff. And it's all about connecting to people. And when you go explore one place, and you take what you have from there.
And tell me, how is the process of songwriting within the band? Is it tough? Is it easy? Does somebody specifically come up with the lyrics? Do you change it? How do you work together?
We never sit to write. That is one thing. We never sit to compose, because we meet it most of the days. Like, let's say, because we live in the same place, we jam most of the day. So when we jam and practice, an idea suddenly comes up. And
Right.
when an idea comes up, we say, "Hey, this is a good thing, let's work on it." And sometimes it's the riff that comes up. Sometimes it's just a humming. Sometimes it's just a drum beat. Sometimes it's just a lyric. Like, maybe I'm driving in my bike and I just get one word and I'm like, I like this word. So I write something on it and I come and tell my brothers, "Hey, I got this line, man. It sounds very groovy." And I like, sometimes I record it in my phone, the group, because you forget most of the time.
Yeah.
And then we work on it. So most of the songs we never pushed it, and sometimes it comes in Tamil, sometimes it comes in Malayalam, sometimes it comes in English. And once you write it, it starts to get into shape. And there are songs we have left for 2 years, like there, oh, let's not touch it. And sometimes it pops up back, and we get the right tone for it. So the process is very mutual. Like, lyrically, I have written some songs, but also when I write, also I never look into the grammatical aspect of it. I use the poet's license, but then I share it with my gang, and they have their inputs. They'll be like, "Why don't we add this? Why don't we chop this word and pronounce it like this?" So we have invented some new words also like that.
Wow. Share a few words with
So
us.
that is the writing process. One is Chedal Pushpam. Chedal Pushpam, there is no word such as Chedal Pushpam. Chedal Pushpam means, like, Chedal is termite and Pushpam is flower. So the song itself is called Chedal Pushpam.
Wow.
So the whole song, the whole songs goes around. So it's like flowers of termite. So we like the underdogs basically. So what we believe in is, like, even from the in the deepest part, in the darkest times, also you can be a flower. It doesn't mean it doesn't have to look very colorful. A flower is a flower in any shape. That shape shows you that flower. So this word comes. We had this wooden flower which was attacked by termites. So one day we are sitting there watching that, like, bro, look at that. Like, so like that, some terms come, like Merayugam and another term, which
Okay.
means like colorful centuries. So certain words and comes like that. So there are songs, there are some English songs. Grammatically, it's like you can't even read it, but when it comes as a song, it makes sense, and it makes sense for you. It might be different for other people. It might be different, like that.
Amazing. What can fans expect from this festival this weekend, the Riot Festival?
This festival, it's going to be very interesting because this is the second time actually us playing at Surf Turf. So we have played in Surf Turf before for the Surf Turf Kovalam festival. So coming back there, it was a very beautiful festival. It was a 2-day festival where a lot of bands played. And last year, this festival was more about surfing and a bit less about music. So it makes sense also. It's a surf festival. So we thought the Skrat Crew have dropped the festival. But suddenly when this Riot Act was announced, we were really happy. That love for indie music, that's something that we really need. Like, people are saying, like, "Hey, we support indie scene," but when they approach us for a gig, they are like, "How many cover songs you can play?" We are like, "Come on, bro, this is an indie band. We play our own song." And in Chennai also, to find venues for indie bands, it's not really easy. So this festival, some of our favorite bands are playing. That is the most interesting thing for us. The Riot Act, Skrat is playing, and Skrat is like a great band because it's TT, Janu, Tapas, yes, and Janu is a mentor of our band.
Wow. Amazing.
So Janu is the guy who actually, when I was living in Goa before coming to Auroville, so he was the one who asked me to move to Auroville with my brother and start the band. And for when we started out the band, he was the one who gifted us a Stranger amp and a distortion pedal. So we go a way long back. He was a producer of our first song. So that way we love their music. We've been listening to their music for a very long time. And Chaos, yes, of course, from Kerala. We've been huge fans of them. Then Mangas are playing the boys, and Stephanie Watts, right? And yes, back to Kovalam this 11th, and having that festive mode, out of nowhere, this whole festival riot came together, and it's going to be a riot because I can see the lineup. It's like building up from what it starts to where it ends. I can see that energy building up. So we are very excited for it.
Amazing. We are excited as well. Tell me, where can someone come and listen to your music? What are your socials? What are your handles? Where can people come and check you guys out?
So right now we have released 3 singles in YouTube. Basically, 3 singles. One was recorded in studio. One is a spin-off from a live track, and one is very interesting. We went for a festival in Indore, and the festival got cancelled due to flood, and we ended up taking like asylum in a studio exactly for our safety purposes. And we went there, and the studio guy was like, why don't you guys record one song? Anyway, you guys came here, and we recorded one song, and one song came like that. This is where on Spotify also you can find these 3 songs. But the good news is that in June, July, we are getting into the studio for our first album.
Oh,
So the arrangements, everything is made. So meanwhile, you can listen to the 3 songs, and later we will come up with our album. And again, but there are live performance videos in YouTube. But I prefer you guys come and watch us live, because ours is not just a musical set; it's a storytelling set. Basically, once we start our show, we never take a break. It goes just like that towards the end. So would love all the people from Chennai and around Chennai who loves indie bands, indie music should come for the show. I think the scene starts by around 4:30 in the evening, and it's not just music. There is surfing happening there. There is food stalls there. There's a flea market there. It's a festival. And people would love it. And it's a gathering more than festival. It's a big gathering.
sounds
I
amazing.
have my band here. Do you want to meet my band?
Yes, of course. Get them on. Yeah.
Bada, 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 bada. So this is Bowas, the vocalist of the band,
Hey, what's up?
and this is Swaroop, the drummer.
Hey,
He's
what's
also
up?
a student from Thrissur School of Fine Arts, and he's a degree holder in painter, and he's a traditional percussionist, Chandamelam, from Palakkad.
Wow. Super.
This is Akshay.
Hello.
This is Akshay. Akshay is a guitarist. He shreds his riffs, and this is Makesh. He's the one who keeps us alive. One,
The silent member.
takes out of trouble
Amazing. What's up, Magesh?
for this festival. And from Himachal, we are going to Delhi. Delhi, we have one gig, and from there, we are straight coming to Chennai and to Kovalam. And we're gonna give a blast. We're gonna come and tell our story, how we started cutting off our tails.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing, man. From all of us here, wish you all the best. And yeah, look forward to hearing you guys and seeing you guys.
Yeah, rock and roll. See you
Yeah.
on the 11th. Riot Act. Let's go.
All right.
Rock and roll.
94.3 Radio 1.